Rocket Phones, proud partner of the World Senior Snooker Tour. RocketPhones.com.
Good evening, everyone, from a packed Bonus Arena here in Hull. We are minutes away from the start of the final of the RocketPhones.com UK Senior Snooker Championship. Now, we've ambushed our corporate hospitality VIP reception, see if we can get a few interviews and chats with our legends and an idea of what's going to happen tonight. So follow me, let's see who we can find. I know over here somewhere, I can spot a couple of legends. Come this way. Excuse me. Cliff Thorburn, 1980 champion of the world. Michael Judge or Jimmy White tonight?
Yeah, Michael's thrilled to bits, but he can play, and as you can see, it gets a little bit twitchy out there. Jimmy looks really solid, but best of seven. Michael's, I mean, there's the three of them, Wallace, Michael, and the other fellow starts. Yeah, Rodney. Yeah, well, they all played terrific this week, and yeah, they're capable of beating anybody, and the pressure's all on Jimmy.
Well, great to see you, looking immaculate as ever, my friend.
Thank you very much.
Just going to push along. Just down here, I'm going to try and get in with Mr. Maximum, Willie Thorne. Willie, just live for Free Sports before we go on air. Firstly, how pleased were you with how you played this week, or competed?
Well, I mean, I played Michael Judge, who obviously got to the latter stages. In fairness, I should have won the match. It's my own fault, and I'm pleased that I'm getting better. I mean, my eyes are still not quite right. I've got a frozen shoulder, but I'm trying to play, and I'm enjoying playing. I know now I've got to lose a bit of weight to get back into this thing of it, and I'm looking forward to the challenge.
Well, you've also been doing some commentary this week, so you know how well the guys have been playing. So if you had to have a sort of thought tonight, Jimmy, or do you think Michael can do it?
I think Michael can do it, absolutely. I mean, he played very well against myself. A lot better in the game against James Wattener, and of course beating Stephen Hendry is a real feather in his cap, and it's a case of obviously big crowd tonight, all Jimmy White supporters really. You know, is he going to cope with the pressure? He's been off the main tour now for quite some time, but last year he was only one step away from qualifying for the Crucible through the qualifiers, so he's certainly match sharp, but whether he can beat the whirlwind, I'm not sure.
All right, thank you so much, Willie. Right, come down this way. There's someone else I want to find as we go down. Obviously, Hull is on a path to be a snooker city, and we've had tremendous support from the city for that. And there's a gentleman I want to just have a couple of quick words to, if I can interrupt him. Lord Mayor, welcome to the Bonus Arena. Thank you so much for your hospitality. How important has it been for the city to be able to host these major sporting events?
It's massively important. I mean, Hull has come on such a long way in the last few years, and we're getting noted on the map for lots of different reasons, and snooker is the latest big thing. It's been a massive hit in the city, and we're hoping that we continue to host it and it goes from strength to strength.
Now, have you played at all yourself, or a little snooker fan?
I used to watch it a lot in the 70s, you know, so these guys here, they're very familiar to me. I'm not so up to date with the new younger ones, but yeah, these guys are all very familiar to me. I spent many a long night watching the matches up till late at night. The famous Dennis Taylor match, I remember watching that live.
Well, listen, thank you for your hospitality. We are on a journey with Hull, and it's going from strength to strength, so we hope you enjoy the final tonight.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
So we've managed to go around the room a bit. Obviously the players are preparing, ready to walk out live on TV for, in Michael Judge's one of the matches of his life. Jimmy White, of course, a veteran campaigner. The talking's over. You've heard the thoughts of some of our legends. Roll VT.
Quite magnificent. Jimmy White creates history at the Crucible Theatre. A magnificent 147.
Jimmy White by 18 frames to 12.
The crowd here at the Crucible are going mad. He's done it. Dennis Taylor becomes Embassy World Snooker Champion.
Fantastic win over Patrick Wallace. You've literally got a very short time to prepare for the final. How was that this afternoon?
I started off well with Patrick. I had a 50-odd break. I didn't get on the last red. Tried to force the pink. and he should have stole the first frame and won it. And unfortunately for Patrick, fortunately for me, he didn't settle, and it was a bit scrappy, but a win's a win.
Okay, so as I say, you've got a little bit of time now to prepare for the final, another World Seniors ranking event final. Do you think this maybe shorter format suits you?
I like all formats, you know, but it's just great to play in top arenas, you know, with the referees, and, you know, sometimes in these qualifying matches you have to play, you're just playing someone, there's only a few people there. Here we've got a big crowd, I think that spurs me on.
Yeah. And of course you've been pretty dominant this season, but you know you're going to have a tough match against Michael Judge.
Absolutely, you know, Michael Judge is winning a lot of amateur events. I know he's a top player, so, you know, I'll have to be on my top game to win.
And I don't think you've particularly got the credit for what you've done on the Seniors Tour, because people go, oh, he's on the Pro Tour, he should be winning everything. But you were playing against Ken Doherty and winning, James Wattener. Michael Judge only just lost to James Cahill to get to the Crucible. So the standard for those out there, it's pretty tough on this tour, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, of course. You know, these guys are all pretty good. It's, you know, I don't know if some of the players like Willie Thorne are impressed this week, because, you know, he put it together a bit. You know, he'd been practicing, but not like before where he put in a month before. I think he's put in a couple of months. So I think if these players put in a bit of time, you know, they're going to score.
Well, they've certainly got experience, and that's one thing you've got tonight. Rest up. It's coming up very shortly. Another World Seniors final.
Rest.
All the best.
Cheers.
Michael, a few minutes away from walking out at your first World Seniors final. How does it feel?
Fantastic. I'm just delighted to be there. You know, I nearly blew it against Stephen, so a bit of relief to get through that. So I'm going to just go out there and enjoy it, and hopefully perform a bit better than I did in the semi-finals.
People don't understand the pressure, and as I said, again, you and Stephen in that final frame, you were both missing balls. For an amateur player out there, or the players on our tour, what is it like when it's really under it?
It's very hard to explain. I mean, we're all great at home watching, commentating on other sports, thinking, how do you do that? How do you miss that? But until you're out there and you experience it, I mean, I experienced it. I just went there and I just couldn't get it back. But luckily for me, I think Stephen probably didn't go, but just he's rusty, so it kind of helped me get a few more chances. And I had a good pink to win it, so I was delighted. But it's tough out there. It really is once the pressure hits.
And do you think, did it take a bit out of you this afternoon? You're going to be all right? Going to be recharged for this evening? Another big event?
Listen, it's the final, playing Jimmy White, the whirlwind, you know, so this is why I'm still playing the game, still playing on this tour that you've brought for us old guys, you know. Listen, if you don't enjoy this, don't enjoy coming out here to play Jimmy White, you're wasting your time, so can't wait.
And I know you've had loads of messages from home. A little message for maybe your children at home and all those fans in Ireland who are going to be tuning in tonight?
Yeah, I've got great support from all my family, friends back home. They're all texting me and all. I apologise because I'm not texting anyone back at the moment. I want to keep my mind on the match. So, but you know, I really appreciate all the support for everyone back home, family, my boys, 3 boys, my newborn, Troy's 1 next week. So hopefully I can win it for him and the other 2 boys and my wife too.
All the best, Michael.
Cheers, thanks.
Well, a very good evening, everyone, and welcome to the final of the RocketPhones.com UK Senior Snooker Championship, live from the Bonus Arena here in Hull. Well, what an atmosphere here in this magnificent arena, and this is what the players are going to be playing for. Let's get them out onto the table, and first of all, would you welcome a player who knocked out the 7 times former champion of the world from Dublin, Michael Judge. Play well, Michael. Have a good one. And what can you say about this next man? One of the most popular players the game has ever seen. He's the reigning UK and World Seniors champion. Would you please welcome the whirlwind from London town, Jimmy White. Play well, Jimmy. Have a good one. Leo Scullion will look after the final.
Break, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so I think if you just have a handshake with you and Jimmy, and then I'll take it over there. And then
Well, the usual picture has been taken with the trophy. All players always feel it's have a superstition. Don't put your hands on it until after the match.
You're hoping.
Anyway, I would think that Michael Holt has won the toss and he's going to get this match underway. Best of 7 now in the final. There will be an interval after 3 frames.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. The first frame, Michael Judge to break.
So it's Michael Judge that gets this match underway. And good break off, good length for the cue ball. Now Jimmy has really produced some superb snooker, particularly in his quarter-final against Rory McLeod. It was vintage. I won't be too happy with that one though. Well, as it happens, it's run safe, but he didn't hit the red anywhere near as he intended.
Yeah, Jimmy didn't quite play as well against Patrick Wallace. Patrick just couldn't get going in the semi-final. And I think one of Patrick's problems, John, was Michael Judge is his best buddy and he was trying too hard to get through to the final. I think that was just the problem, but Jimmy came through quite comfortable, 3-0.
He knows the game backwards. But that's 2 shots Jimmy's had, but he's not really hit well. But of course, it wasn't that long ago he finished his semi-final, so just needs to settle himself down.
There will be an interval after 3 frames. It's the best of 7 in the final. So, first frame still all important. We say that. You wouldn't have said that back in the 50s when Joe Davis used to play for the World Championship over a fortnight, 140 frames. You wouldn't say the first frame was important.
Oh, no. Yeah, if you missed the first frame, you wouldn't be panicking, would you?
I just hope both players produce their best form. It'd be great to have a terrific final here in this magnificent arena. James Wattana played for the first time here and he thought it was fabulous. All the players that turn up here at the Bonus Arena love it.
You have to say Jimmy was a little bit fortunate there. Can't believe he gets a round of applause for his troubles, but can't believe that's the path he was planning for the cue ball. Yeah, not bad. There's a red over the corner, but that's covered. Just getting a little bit congested down the right side of the table. So if you could stop the safety down the left-hand side, which Michael's using here, then you could have your opponent in trouble. And Jimmy's now got the problem. I can't see a path back to ball at first look.
You just never know how a frame's going to start. Look at this pattern of the reds. How often do you see that many reds over one side of the table like that? Neither player would have wanted this, but you can't do much about it.
Yeah, normally you think, oh, a player could pot his way out of trouble, but there's no pot. There's nothing to go at. You have to hit this absolutely perfect. Well, in the end, I think he thought he was running into other balls, and he'd be pleased with that outcome. At least he got the cue ball back to the balk end. Although, having said that, there may be a possible plant onto this right corner. He can't get to the red that's immediately over the pocket, but if he can get to the red just above it, he can make this.
And if he takes the plant on, it's certainly going to change the frame's complexion completely. All of a sudden it will have opened up. So not only the plant, he needs position. Both difficult. No plant. But where's the cue ball going to finish up? Well, the black's free, the pink's free. What a chance for Jimmy White. That was quite a risky one, but there was no easy safety. Michael didn't get close to the plant. Well, you couldn't ask for a better chance in the opening frame than this.
Yeah, no matter how experienced you are, it'll still be a little bit of a nervous time, these few opening shots. There you go. I'm surprised he played it so hard and stunning it. You know, he just put a fraction of side on, and that's why he didn't get the plant. Wasn't really close to it.
Seven.
Not the best positional shot to start off with from Jimmy. As I say, they're always telling moments, these first few shots in any match.
Eight.
Played that nicely though. Now, depends what sort of an angle he's got on the blue.
Yeah, blue back on its spot helps the situation, but the pink and the black are also free. Highest break still, well, it stands at 111, and there's a lovely 1875 Chamberlain watch for the high break.
Well,
just look at that for a shot there, this magnificent arena.
Usually very good, the top players in these situations with stuns and screws. Just got to be a little bit careful with this though. We have to go up for the blue.
22.
Now normally, being the wrong side of the blue, you'd think, well, that's not good. I know he's got the pink as an alternative, but there is a red on the baulk line that he could play for off the blue. See Jimmy just shaking his arms, just trying to get rid of that little bit of tension that's in there.
27. $28. Rainbow. Top 50. Top 53.
Just about gone far enough, I think. It's tight, isn't it? We have to play with a tracer right hand side. He's played it well though. Well, I say he's played it well. He had to play it slow to get it, and he's not absolutely perfect on this red along the top cushion.
Yeah, he was a bit limited there because he had to play the swerve shot, John, wasn't he?
Exactly.
41.
But I do feel when he was 2-1 down against Rory McLeod in his quarter-final, and he looked on the brink of defeat, and then he produced 2 marvellous breaks. And I think that was just got him going and believing that he was, the practice and hard work he'd put in, he was going to bring on the match table, and this is a perfect start for Jimmy.
Thank you. 47.
As I mentioned, the highest break so far. It's a break of 111, and it's Jimmy's opponent that holds the high break at present, Michael Judge. He'll make certain of the frame, and then he'll concentrate on trying to claim the high break prize.
55.
Just a few more pots needed to secure the opening frame, and it's always nice if you can do it with one visit.
$62. 63.
So just the black will go 70 points in front with just 67 remaining. Couldn't have wished for a better start than this. Taking these really well.
$71.
It's not going to be straightforward for Jimmy because that red is near the cushion. Okay if you're
77.
right-handed, but Jimmy's a left-handed player. I wonder if he'll maybe nudge it out with this shot. Yeah, he did.
78.
So now there's no problem with that red.
Yeah, not ideal on the blue. The pink's more difficult, but I think the pink gives him more guarantee of position, but he's playing the blue. Needs to run on, needs to run on. And it's just about got there. Good shot.
$84.
Just needs to run past this red. Well, he didn't.
88.
Round. But he's just about on this red to the left of the black.
89.
And this would be a bit of a bloody blow for Michael first frame, and not only losing it, but if Jimmy can beat his high break.
He's going to nick a watch off him.
Got to miss the yellow. He's done that. Where's the cue ball going? Oh, it's come out nice. Nice little bump.
94.
A good bump. Wonderful player of the West. He really is.
What a way to start a final.
Yes, absolutely superb. And now can he better
101.
Michael Judge his break of 111? Oh, would you believe it? Did he get a heavy contact? I don't know. He's got the first frame. Will be a little bit disappointed to have missed the yellow. But it's Jimmy White who leads 1-0.
World Snooker Champion.
Okay. Thank you. The second frame. Jimmy White to break.
Terrific break-off shot from Jimmy. He immediately put Michael in quite a bit of bother. I think if he comes between the yellow and brown there off the side cushion, nestles into the side of the pack, he'd be okay. Welcome back. As you see, Jimmy just tried a delicate little safety shot and didn't come off, so he haven't missed anything. No balls plotted, but it's a good chance for Michael Judge here to get going.
One.
This was the shot. He tried to bend it around the yellow and catch the red thin and got too much swerve on it. Well, that'll make him feel good. He cued that nicely, John. Plenty of bottom and screw.
Yeah, and he struggled quite a bit against Stephen Hendry, as they both did, but he's playing Jimmy, and I know he said in his interview pre-match that, you know, big crowd playing Jimmy White, if you can't get up for that, you might as well do something else. So he should enjoy it.
Well, he plotted a fabulous pink, a long straight pink to knock out the 7 times former world champion Stephen Hendry.
17.
Can do with a sizable contribution here just to get him up and running.
There you go. We've had wonderful crowds. Even the first morning yesterday, 10 o'clock, there was a lot of people in the arena. So Hubbard's come out and supported this seniors event.
25.
And we really appreciate it, as do the players. Just overdone that slightly. Now you got two choices. The loose red on the left hand side of the table. If he plays for that, he'll have to stun off the top cushion, right hand side cushion. Or he could play a cannon.
There's a little bit of a gap there in the reds. He doesn't want to find that. If he plays to split them, he'd be unlucky if he went through that.
Playing the cannon. Oh, well, you called it and I couldn't believe it.
I just spotted the gap and I thought with the top spin arcing it, might find it.
That was remarkable, wasn't it? Unbelievable things that can happen on a snooker table. But he's still got a chance of this red.
This is similar to the long pink he knocked in to win his semi-final.
Top 3.
Now he's going to need another cannon as we show you and find the gap. Surely he won't find the gap for a second time. There's the gap, and here's the same sort of shot again. Lightning doesn't strike twice. Is he on the one to the left middle? If he is, he can roll it in and get onto the blue, which is over the corner pocket. Left middle's the one that he'd be going for.
.41.
Well, so far, an excellent response this from Michael, who sat out most of the first frame.
How's he going to finish here?
Well, he's not got a great line, but has he been fortunate enough to find a red that goes?
I think there's a gap, John. There is. And there you see it.
.47.
Well, I said I hope both players play at the top of their form and we have a great final. It's looking a bit that way, John.
Yes, it certainly is. Nice angle on the blue. I think the one thing I've noticed with Michael is the consistency. He's played throughout the tournament, had matches like this, and then the next frame he's missed shots you wouldn't expect. So let's see if we can keep this going in this final.
.53.
And can he do what Jimmy did and win the frame with one visit?
Certainly every chance. Just needs one more good positional shot here, you feel. Reds just covering one another. This could be the key to the frame. And you can see it there, inch perfect, beautifully played.
.61.
This black, one more red required. It's a formality now.
Well, he's a young senior, so he should be able to get his leg up over the table. But
he thought he was taller. As I say, just this red, and Jimmy will need a snooker, and this is a great reply after what happened in the first frame. Well played.
He's doing what he said he was going to do, John. He said, I'm going to go out there and enjoy it. Playing Jimmy White, he said, got to get up for something like that, and in front of a fabulous crowd as well. So well done to both players, the way they've started this final. If he equaled his highest break of 111, would he share the watch, get half a watch?
Well, he can go higher than 111 here.
77.
No reason why he can't. And he's got nice control, he's cueing well. This is sending out a signal to his opponent. You make a mistake and I'll punish you.
83.
This is wonderful for the seniors
84.
tour. I mean, the players are now practicing harder. There's more events to play in, and this is the result. This is what you're getting, top class snooker. Wow, what a start that would be if we get 2 centuries
91.
in the first 2 frames.
'92.
There's no better feeling than playing in front of an audience like this and knocking in a century break. Just the red needed, but there's plenty more available. But he'll get a fabulous
99.
round of applause when this red goes in. Absolutely brilliant from
100.
the man from Dublin. Well, this will be asking something. There's only one man could beat his high break now if he clears up here, and that's his opponent. This will take some beating if he clears up here.
Decided to play for the black. Knock the black in, and the 6 remaining colours for a break of 141. And he's played it perfectly. He's absolutely perfect on the yellow.
114.
Well, I know they were expecting a good final, but I don't think they were expecting this start. And he's missed the yellow, as Jimmy missed the yellow. But what a magnificent effort from Michael Judge. He replied to that century from the whirlwind. He's made his own century. It's 1 frame all. Well, what a standard, John. It's absolutely magnificent. The century from both players. Can't beat that. Should have cleared up there, but he won't be too disappointed. Brilliant effort.
Yeah, and as to what Jimmy handed out to him in the first frame, that was a tremendous reply. I couldn't tell you what a strong character he's shown there, Michael, and that'll make him feel good. We've got a match on, folks. We've got a match on.
I know you were. I wasn't on this afternoon when they were talking about the shots of the championship. This is the first one. I remember seeing this. This was a great safety shot from John Tarrant to drop tight in behind the brown. Was a bit special, that, John.
Yeah, absolutely, perfectly judged. And Rodney Goggins in the jaws of the pocket, always difficult because you haven't got a lot of place to put your bridge. So
Michael Judge to break.
That's one of them, and we'll show you a few more as we go along, but that's 2 of the nominees, shall we say. And we'll have time to show you the others later.
There will be an interval after this 3rd frame. It's the best of 7, first to 4.
Close. Now, has Michael got an angle on this red so he can pot it and play for the black? He's just looking to see if it is possible to roll this red in and get on the black to the opposite corner. But doesn't think it's on, so playing the safety. Needs to miss the brown to be a good safety, and it did. It's a good one now.
It's difficult to come down the right side of the table as he looks at it from the bulk area. The red near the pocket's in the way. He could cannon into that if he tries that safety route. In fact, it looks as if he's going to come off a couple of cushions, and this will have to be very precise. He could leave one along the cushion here, but he's blocked it and played that well. Precise. Precision.
Yeah, well, Jimmy made that lovely 100 in the first frame, but you have to say, even in the first frame early on, his safety play wasn't as good as you would expect. Can't keep gifting chances, and we know what kind of form that Michael Judge is in. Just looking at the situation here, not certain about the availability of the black. It might not be a bad idea. Pot the blue and cannon into the pink. Bring the pink into play. Few reds. I think there's value in playing the cannon here. In it goes. Well, that's unlucky if he's not on the red to get on the black. It's very unlucky. Couldn't have hit these much better.
Yeah, he knew if he hit them hard enough, he might sort of just develop the black somewhat, which he did do, but yeah, he was a bit unlucky. No, he was okay. And that last shot when he cannoned into the reds has certainly developed quite a few of the reds. Still a little bit congested there around the black spot area. This might help things here. Gets the cannon, he'll clear another red, possibly two out of the way.
Yeah, he's just not certain about where the cue ball is going to finish, because he can't avoid a cannon on the other reds. He was just concerned when the black went on his spot, but it looks to be okay. I don't think he can hold for the black, have to go up for the blue, you feel?
15.
Just didn't get the right side of the blue. Okay, he's got the brown as an alternative, but that's a thinnish cut, so not guaranteed good position. Probably pot the blue, screw back, well, a little bit further than where the white is now, and leave yourself a mid-range red to the right corner. You play the brown, the cue ball's running loose.
Yeah, it's far from straightforward there. A little bit awkward there, the pink and black. This might help. No.
Well, that's why I didn't fancy playing the brown. It was running loose. You know, I mean, all right, the blue, screw back and leave yourself a mid-range red. Wouldn't have been too difficult to maybe screw back and play for the brown next time around.
Yeah, he was expecting the cannon on the red there to the right of the pink.
Yeah, and it caused him in the end to break down a poor positional shot. Trying to force it in. He's lucky in a way, having missed it as he did. He's not left something easier for Jimmy. Jimmy eyeing up this red that's just to the right of the blue. Quite, and it's not safe. Well, it is quite remarkable. I did mention it before that, I don't know what it is with him, Michael, but for some reason, some frames he looks like he can't miss a ball, and then other times it can only be an inconsistency of strike. That's all I can think it is.
You'd have to say he's got away with this somewhat, because the pink's awkward, the black's definitely tied up. The pink might be available into the left corner, but where he's sitting, can't get onto it from that position, so that's all he could do there. Couldn't play nicely onto the blue. He couldn't do much more than he achieved there, hampered slightly. And that's careless. He's going to be lucky here. He holds his hand up to apologise. That was a miss-hit from Jimmy to cannon the green.
Yeah.
Having the white clean, don't think he got a heavy contact.
No, I don't think so. I think he just put a quick one in there, to be honest with you. I mean, it's not long since he won his semi-final match. And even though he made that lovely 100 in the first, I just feel that he's just not settled yet. Of course, he made 100 in the first frame, which would settle you normally, and then the next frame he had to sit out. Well, Michael made 100 break, so there'll be a lot of respect out there for each other, and that's not the best shot that Jimmy's ever played.
Thanks.
Not by a long chalk.
He's not on that one, and the other one he's looking at is far from easy. I mean, that is such a thin cut if he's going to take that red on. Okay, he's running away up and the green's available. Should he cut this in? He'd go twice across the table, you would feel. Yeah, good recovery there. The green was always available. Still needs another good positional shot though. The crowd enjoyed that one. It's just the pink and black that are a little awkward, but he might be able to do something about the pink in a couple of shots time.
we've seen so many times when the cue ball's travelling a distance, it's hard to judge the pace, but he's judged that one nicely. He can't screw back direct. There's a chance you could go in off in the middle, so he's got to be a little bit wary of the middle pocket here if he's screwing back for the blue. Yeah, and that's why he's stunned it over, and that's why he's the wrong side of the blue. But if it had screwed back with his normal efficiency, he could well have gone in off. So a bit of work to do now to get back down this end of the table. And no obvious red to play on.
Well, there's the cue power of Jimmy White, forcing that right around the angles. Needs to pull up. Needs to pull up. It's just kept on rolling.
I think it's good enough, though. He couldn't have done much better than that. Okay, he'll be digging in slightly, but he's on the red.
Yeah, that was the problem, sort of digging down on it to get the stun required. Just went a little bit too far. He went all the way around the angles, and it was just a little bit unlucky to run slightly too far than he intended. Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? Break of 114 and never looked like missing, and he puts one like that in. There's just that little bit of inconsistency.
Yeah, I can only put it down to timing. You know, maybe just puts a quick one in every now and then, and just, if you don't find the centre of the cue ball on these super fine cloths, the cue ball can be thrown off. He's not left anything easy, but if you're in Jimmy's shoes, you'd just be glad to be right back at the table, and your mistake has cost you nothing. Another terrific pot.
One.
Terrific pot there from Jimmy, and of course, we were saying actually the other night, you can do what you like at this game. You can learn safety play, you can learn cue ball control, but if you haven't got that natural ability to pot balls, you're going to struggle, aren't you, at snooker? You need to pot. I know it sounds obvious, but it's true.
Yeah, it's a natural talent that you need. How can you tell someone to screw the ball back 6 feet or 9 feet? You can't teach that. That's just natural.
4.
Now, is there a little bit of value here to just roll this blue in and maybe play a little drop cannon onto the pink and the red that's next to it? Maybe value. And he's missed that cannon. Well, I think if he'd have known, he might have played the cannon on the black. I've got to say, that was a little bit careless. That was a big target, that pink.
Leo Scullion, our referee, declared a touching ball, so he can take the pot onto the middle, but it's very risky and not guaranteed position, so he'll be playing away from this, finding a spot up the other end of the table where it'll be safe.
Jimmy White, 9.
Now, has he covered the red that's near the right middle? I don't think so.
Just wondering if he might have a go at the back double here. You could get the white back to the safety area and every chance of sending the red into the opposite middle pocket.
Possibility.
It was on its way until it hit the blue. Got the good safety side of the shot.
And what's even more, well, you can see the brown is covering the path to the red in that balk end, so gives Jimmy a problem here. Big problem. He won't want to risk trying to get the cue ball back into baulk with that red there.
Foul in the miss.
Not for the first time. He's tried to play a thin safety and missed it. No reason for Michael not to have it put back.
Carl, can you bring it up for me, please?
Yeah, he needs a very thin contact on that red so that he avoids cannoning into the blue, and he'd love to get the white back up to somewhere in the region where it is at the moment. Well, let's have a look. Let's have a look and see how close he is.
Yeah.
That's where it was.
No, the cue ball was a lot closer to the cushion, wasn't it? And closer to the cushion. Used to love the golden shot, did you? It was good, the golden shot.
Left a bit,
left a bit, right a bit.
Fire. Yeah. Bob Monkhouse did that for a long time.
And Charlie Williams, if you remember.
Bernie the Bolt, if
Bernie
you
the
please.
Bolt. Yeah.
Remember Charlie Williams, yeah. Used to play in the Pro Celebrity Snooker at Leeds, the Northern Snooker Centre for
Charlie.
Yorkshire Television.
Sorry?
And brought all the ITV channels.
That way. Towards me. Yeah? Okay. Thanks.
Can he get the contact he's after here? Thin one to get back to near where the white is at the moment. He's played it well.
Where's the cue ball going? Where's the cue ball going? He doesn't want it in off. He's okay. That hand tapping the table was Michael Judge.
He'll be pleased with that shot he's just pulled off there. Well, we've had a century from both players, and now we've got a good old tactical frame, which is just as entertaining.
Yes. It's nice to see the big breaks, but it's also nice to see a close frame.
Yeah, it would get a bit boring if the players were knocking centuries in every frame.
Well, unless you were the player. Yeah, they've got a good view. That's the front row seats here at the bonus arena. Yeah, well, that was a pretty good idea, and wanted to hit that red a little bit thicker. Hit it a little bit thinner than he would like, but he was in trouble there. Jimmy could play this and stun across for the blue down the side cushion. Had to pot the red though.
Can get on the pink here, looking at that angle, if he pots it. No. It's just kept on rolling, that red. I thought it was going to be over the middle pocket. Another one available, but can't avoid the cannon, but it could work to his advantage.
Yeah, once again, you know, you might think, oh, well, your opponent's lucky there to get away with that, but Jimmy should look on the other side of it and think, well, it didn't cost him anything. Unfortunately, he was unable to pot that.
Took the more difficult of the reds. He didn't want to pop the other one and cannon it.
Yeah, well, I think the other one, he was going to cannon the red below it and couldn't be guaranteed the path of the cue ball. Now that could be a telling safety from Michael.
Well judged there, Michael.
And I'm sure, no pun intended.
And this looks pretty good as well. That's another well-judged shot. The yellow next to the bronze, a better target to get in behind. He won't be far off it either. Jimmy can swing this around the angles.
Yeah, he's got to catch this just right, and he's made a mess of a couple of these. He's not red towards the corner, and he's going to leave it. Not a good shot. His safety has been average, to say the least, in this match so far.
Not guaranteed to get nicely onto a colour. He's going to have to play up for the bulk colours. It's a thin one. Can't hold for the pink.
One.
It's not bad. If the red next to the pink goes, he can pop the yellow and get onto that. He's coming around to have a look to see if it's available past the pink. I think it is. And that will certainly bring the pink into play. But the 4 reds are still awkward. Wow. Amazing.
Michael Judge, 1. Thank you.
Was a sitter he's missed there. He was concentrating more on where he was putting the cue ball.
But it never ceases to amaze me that the way he played the last frame, I mean, and the balls he's missed this one, it's well, remarkable turnaround.
1.
Played that nice. Played that nice. The only problem, as the phone goes, the dreaded
Right,
mobile
Joe,
phone.
please.
Sling him out.
Sling him out, says Jimmy.
Oh, he's almost straight, so he can't do a great deal with this, John.
Yeah, I'm wondering if he's looking at the possibility of a plant to the right corner here. There's 2 reds that are pretty close together. He obviously thinks it can be made.
7.
But I think it's not direct. I think it's got to be made. Plant it is. Yeah, no problem. Needs that cue ball to run up the table, and he's now got the perfect angle on the pink. And I'm certain the right hand of those 2 reds will go.
Everybody loves a plant. They always have, John. Always get a great round of applause when you pull even the easiest of plants off.
In our commentary box at this arena as well, Dennis. I mean, we could have a few plants in here, couldn't we?
Well, we've called it our potting shed here.
Jimmy just walking round, looks a little bit disappointed. So not nearly perfect angle on the pink. But I think that red goes.
We're in there, Jevy.
We're in there behind that scoreboard.
There we go. We've got a very good view from here.
Yeah.
I felt a bit like John McEnroe at Wimbledon there.
Jimmy's misjudged that. All of a sudden, what looked like an opportunity to win the frame. He won't be winning it now. Great shot, great effort. But that puts him 32 points in the lead. There's still 35 remaining. But in charge.
He was a wee bit unlucky there because he could have finished, left an easy snooker. Can't do it from here. Oh, where's he sent this red?
Jimmy White, 28.
It's not bad.
Yeah, it's funny, the number of times we commentate and you just said, where's he send the red? And you can't believe how much it runs on and runs on. Oh, this is a good effort. This is an excellent shot. Very well played. And it might not be easy to hit this. I think the middle pocket could be in the way of the natural shot to come off one cushion.
Yeah, it can make a big difference here because at the moment 32 behind, blue out of commission, black not ideally placed. Michael would have to get a red and a pink to be able to win. If Jimmy misses the snooker, changes the complex.
Foul and a miss. Michael Judge 4.
Yeah, he's having it replaced. I think that was just a bit of a sighter there from Jimmy. Obviously he wanted to hit it. I don't expect him to miss it this time. It's a natural one cushion, and if you miss it on the way up, you hit it off the third cushion.
Foul.
Well, how's he gone around that?
Michael Judge 7.
Now, 11 points given away.
Yeah.
It was a foul, so yeah, it was a foul and a miss. I don't know what Michael thought there. He was going to play the
How
red.
can you bring it up to the black?
That wouldn't have been the best choice.
Yeah, the black is the key ball here.
You can ring the black about, haven't you?
We'll show you where it was. That's where it was. And where is it now? Now, just a little bit further left and a little bit further off the cushion. No, left. A little bit further away from the cushion. Right, and up from the cushion. And up from the cushion. Bit more. Bit more.
Yeah. Thanks.
As I say, I didn't expect Jimmy to miss it the second time.
Okay, make it.
And I won't make any predictions on this one.
Foul and a miss. Michael Judge 4.
These are very valuable points he's given away here. The problem is when you hit it so hard, and I know why Jimmy's trying to hit it hard, he's trying to put distance between cue ball and object ball, but it does check somewhat off the cushion. And I don't like coming off the ball cushion first. I think the first way he went, and the second and third way, is the right way, but not as hard. Not as hard.
Foul and a miss.
Oh, remarkable.
Michael Judge 4. Yeah.
This miss has made such a difference, isn't it? You get one snooker, and don't get me wrong, it was a good snooker.
Yeah.
But was it worth, how many points are given now? 19 points?
But as you said, John, he should be hitting this really.
Yeah, he should. He's got 2 chances.
Foul and a miss. Michael Judge 4. Yeah.
The way things are going, Jimmy might need a snooker shortly.
Can't remember the record misses. It's Mark King might have been involved, and there's something like 11 or 12.
Yeah,
John.
I don't like this one. This could hit the bump of the middle pocket or anything. Well, I didn't like it, but he's got to hit it. Now, is he going to run safe? I think it might just cut in. It's very, very thin, mind.
Yeah, this is super thin. And the white will be flying around the table. He's got to hit it that thin. Well, the green has stopped the white from running around the angles, but he's not on a colour.
But now all of a sudden a different complexion. The blue was Jimmy White's insurance ball, but he'll need it now. Should he get a chance?
Yeah, Jimmy was to put the yellow, green and brown, he'd just be 17 in front with 18 remaining, so yeah. Whole new ball game in this third frame. Mid-session interval coming up.
You were a master tactician, Dennis. Do you not fancy playing the blue up and down the table, trying to get the cue ball in behind the black? Is that possible?
The only thing is with that shot, he could leave a pot at the yellow for Jimmy.
Yeah, that's fair comment.
Thank you, Judge. 1.
Oh, nice second nudge on the blue there.
Now, got to hit it. Easy to hit. Can you get it safe? Can you get it safe? You can't beat a frame that's going to be decided on the colours.
Total mishit there. Now, if the yellow is straight, it must be, because Michael Judge has just held his hand up and you can see it is straight. He's not going to try and pot this, and he's just going to pot the yellow. He can't try and screw back. Oh, well, he was trying a Judd Trump shot there.
Well, it's within his armory, Jimmy, to play that, but yeah, even he can see the funny side of it. Calm down, son. Anyway, this is straight. I mean, this would be an unbelievable shot if Michael could pot this and screw back even as far as the middle pocket.
Not even attempting the pot. Don't blame him. Well, he hasn't got the yellow safe, but look at the white. Have a look at the white.
Thanks.
And there's room around the yellow again. So Jimmy, or is there a gap?
Thanks, Jimmy.
There may be a gap. Yeah, just a slight swerve. Oh, unbelievable.
A miss. Michael Judge 4.
Well, the twists and turns of this frame are remarkable.
Yeah, I've lost track of the penalty points he's given away, but it's a lot.
Well, at one time he was 32 points in front, wasn't he? On the last red. And now there's just 2 points in it. Threw everything into that.
So that's 28 penalty points then, Michael's got.
Yeah, 4 points is the difference now. Yeah, 32. Yeah. Jimmy was lucky there. I think both players would like to see the back of this frame, but listen, if you win it, you can forget about your mistakes. If you lose a frame like this, you'll look back at shots you should have got.
But at least whoever loses has got the mid-session interval to recover from it. First to 4 lifts the trophy. He's hit this far too hard. It's not bad though. If it keeps on running, there's no value. Have a go at the pot here. But now the frame has... he may have got the snooker here, believe it or not. Has he angled him? Very, very... Do you see it? He may have to swerve this. Yeah, he's having to bend it slightly. Jaw of the pocket in the way. Yeah. Oh, watch this yellow. It was drifting earlier. Have a look at that. Get my drift.
Yeah, as you say, I mean, that was amazing how far that's pulled over to the middle of the table. It'd be a little bit concerning for Jimmy. His safety play as well, below average now, I'd have to say. Leaving too many chances.
I think Michael's now thinking about the mid-session interval, and he could go there with a one-frame advantage. But he's left the yellow on, and there's no reason why Jimmy shouldn't get onto the green.
Please.
The pink's the only thing that could get in the way. Possibly snookering him on the green, but there's a big area he can drop the white in to leave the green on. Needs to pull up. It needs to pull up. He could be snookered.
I think he's just about on it. Just looking at the body language, I think he can just get past the pink to pot this green. It's got a bit to do with the cue ball though to get back for the brown.
It's a great effort. It's a great effort. Doesn't want to go close to the cushion though, because the blue is available. That's a great positional shot from the whirlwind. Still needs another good one though. He'd love to get the white somewhere near the black spot and closer to the cushion from here.
Nine.
Gonna have to try the snooker in behind the black now. Michael's out of his chair, just doing a little bit of surveying there to see what's going to happen.
Jimmy White, 9.
Wow. Decelerated completely on that, but the blue just ran enough to be not possible. Anyone's frame. I know Jimmy's got a 13-point lead, but whoever pots the blue wins the frame for me.
Can he get this blue twice across the table? Miss the cannon on the pink. That's an option. Now he's sending it up and down, and it's not a bad effort. It's not a bad effort. What a shot that is. Well, you can see when the blue finished, he had to get in behind the pink, and he played it well.
Risky. Very risky. Easy swerve. But it's the old problem getting out of snookers. Can you get it safe?
Can he pot it? No pot, but has he got it safe? It's not bad.
Oh, he'll settle for that, and he's not the pink safe as well. Gives him a little bit of insurance now, takes a little bit of pressure off Jimmy in this safety exchange on the blue.
Michael needs blue, pink and black.
Yeah, good.
Clean the blue. They spotted something on the blue.
Yeah.
I think everybody's loving this frame, aren't they? We've had bang, bang, back-to-back centuries, and now we've got a frame which is absolutely in the balance. Mistakes, chances missed. Who's going to come out on top and go into that mid-session interval with a frame advantage?
Oh, it needs to pull up. If this cuts in, he can go all the way around the angles and possibly get onto the pink. It's a bit of a chance because the black's near the pocket, so he could just roll the pink in and give himself a chance, but it's all about this shot here.
Well, at this pace, he's got to pop the blue.
Here it comes. Has he hit it too hard? Needs to pull up. It's too pacey. Safety shot. But a good safety shot could just put him favourite for this third and very exciting frame.
Thank you, Judge. Play.
Well, you'd have to say advantage Michael Judge. Jimmy got a very difficult safety shot to contend with here.
Well, is he going to take the double on? The black's there. I have a funny feeling he'll have a go at this double. Yeah, digging down, so that tells us he's having a go.
Should be a fairly easy safety shot this for Jimmy. Sending the pink twice across. Could have done with a better cue ball. He hit the pink just a little bit too thick, but got it safe, but needed a good cue ball to make it a tough safety for Michael.
He's certainly got the pace of this table with those last couple of safety shots he's played. And that's a great return from Jimmy. This is the old traditional way of playing the safety shots, up and down.
Yeah, the up and down. The reason a lot of players don't like the up and down, if you just catch it a little bit too full, you may get the double kiss. But so far, both players have played the up and down safety perfectly.
If he tries the up and down, that's exactly what could happen. As you said, John, he could double kiss the pink. He could try and just push the pink over to the right side cushion from here. Well, he sacrificed getting the pink absolutely safe, but it's not a bad cue ball. But this will cut. It's a thin one, and the white will be flying around the table. Where's the cue ball going to finish? It's okay.
Well, Michael's gone round to have a look at the potting angle. If Jimmy's was thin, this is extra thin. They're both having a go at this. They've had sighters. Can somebody knock it in? It could be either pocket, really. I suppose you prefer the far right corner because if you hit it too thin, but now Jimmy's looking at the left corner pocket. As I say, with this type of shot, if you miss it, you must hit it too thin. He hit it thick, the pink could come back up with the white. But if you hit it perfect, you win the frame. What a frame that was. Back-to-back centuries in the first two, but that was the thriller. And they go to the mid-session interval. Jimmy White leading by 2 frames to 1.
Embassy World Snooker Champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back our players Jimmy White and Michael Judge.
Good break, Jimmy. Thank you. Frame 4. Jimmy White to break.
Great reception for both players coming back into the arena here. And we've had a little bit of everything. A poor break-off shot to boot. Well, not that poor now. Century by either player, a really exciting third tactical frame.
Well, that's a result, because he caught it much too thin, and to finish behind the brown and snookering Michael on all reds is very fortunate. But that's the nature of snooker. Run of the ball. Doesn't want to slide past these. And he slid past them. Now, has he left anything? Don't think the red above the black does pot, so safe enough.
Didn't quite get enough action on that. He's got a good length, but he wanted to sort of cover this escape route down the left side of the table as we look at it.
Yeah, as you say, he's got a good cue ball. Puts a little bit of pressure on this shot for Michael. So red going towards the corner. Is it going in the pocket? It is. As I say, this game's all about a run of the ball. Jimmy had a run of the ball when he fluked the snooker behind the brown, but that was a red from nowhere. Got down to play the brown, but slightly hampered by the blue, so it's not straightforward, but lucky to have this chance. That red could have stayed over the pocket instead of dropping in.
Yeah.
Well, he's going to play quite an attacking shot here with the extension on the rest and on his cue to swing this around the angles back to the reds. Well, it shows you the mood he's in, because with the way the reds are situated here, you know, if he's just nestled in behind the blue, you'd have Jimmy in all sorts of trouble. But when you've got the chance yourself and you're at the table, that's the best option. Well, maybe not now when he hit it that poorly, but as I say, he was just trying to make himself attack there and take advantage of his fluke.
How far did he miss the yellow by? I think Jimmy can get through to this straight red, but he's just slightly hampered by the brown there. One of those situations, if you're a right-handed player, you wouldn't be hampered so much. Now you see it, straight red. Just potting it, it'd be on the yellow. Didn't have to do much with the cue ball. Oh, nicely played. As I say, it made it a little bit easier that the yellow was available just by potting the red. Maybe slightly hampered by the red near the right-hand cushion. A little shake of the head tells me he is.
Jimmy White, 1.
He's been very fortunate here. Well, to say the least, he's been very fortunate.
To say the least.
Well,
dear me.
When you're striking down on it, you get a little bit of unwanted side. This can be missed. But what a result.
Well, it's amazing how it just stuck to the yellow, didn't it? Wherever the yellow went, the cue ball went. Let's have another look and see how this happened. Here we go, look, you get a double kiss and then they run along together. It's like there's a magnet.
What a shot. What a shot that, John, is.
Tremendous shots. Well played. I think there is a pot on though, as Jimmy taps the table. The red just below the pink will go to the right corner. But Michael Judge couldn't have done much more there.
Well, there is a shot to nothing. The one to the right of the pink will pot into the right corner. He can play back up the table for safety. But look at the black. Those reds have got it surrounded. Well, you don't want to be missing that type of shot thick. Bit of luck, but you can see Jimmy. I'm sorry, mate. Sorry. Cued across that one slightly.
Yeah, I don't know whether the occasion's getting the better of both players here, but after the whirlwind start of 2 centuries, it's gone very scrappy.
Look at that white, it just keeps on going.
Yeah.
Don't think he got a bounce off the cushions because the tables have been playing beautifully, and sometimes you'll hear them during the big major tournaments, oh, the cushions are bouncing, but they don't seem to be doing on these tables or this table. Bit of a chance here to get onto the pink, which he's going to badly need, because the black, you can forget about that for quite some time. There's just a little gap he can screw into here to get on the pink. And he's found the gap nicely.
I think what we've also got to take into consideration, Dennis, is that it's been a long day for these players, hasn't it? I know they're only short matches, but the ups and downs and the adrenaline. It's Jimmy's 3rd match in a row. Michael Judge He played yesterday when he beat Willie Thorne and then beat Stephen Hendry in the semi-final. You know, the highs and lows. You win a match, then you've got to get yourself together for the next one. But as I say, the way both players started, it looked as though they were both in fine form. Now it's been a catalogue of errors. Funny old game.
9.
Chance to just take a couple more reds away from the black congested area. He'll still be playing for the pink here.
20.
And played it well. And gradually the black is opening up. That's a shot you can play on these very superfine cloths where you're almost straight. It's amazing the angle that you can force. That couldn't have been played on a thick cloth.
27.
Needed a bit of angle on this pink. I think he's just got a slight one. Yep, you can see it there. Yeah, nicely played there.
Four.
He's a bit unlucky. He hammered that pink into the middle pocket.
40.
Show you the cannon here. I mean, the pink at that pace was a good shot and wanted just to slide off that red half ball. In behind the green and near the cushion is what he wants here.
Michael Judge, 40.
Yeah, nice break. And as I always say, if you pot the balls and you run out of position, you've always got the opportunity to play a good safety, and he's played one here. Tough shot is for Jimmy to get back to baulk. Well, that's a good one. Okay. Not tight to the baulk cushion, but it was a tough one, that. That's a weak one. Oh, has he got away with it? I don't think so. Caught the red much too thick. Shake of the head. He can't believe he's done that.
1. Yeah.
So Jimmy came to the table 40 points behind. First things first. Get back in the game points wise.
Well, it was a good idea to develop those two reds. The only problem is he's hampered slightly here. Good cueing there when you're striking down on the cue ball, bridging over a red that's awkward. Wow, how many shots does he miss with the rest? Okay, he may have covered this, but he can plant one red onto the one that's over the pocket. You can count on one hand the number of times that Jimmy would miss with the rest in a match or a tournament even.
One.
I'd like to have been further away from the cushion, but there's no problem getting on his next red. It's all about the pot here. I don't know, there's something just tells me we could have a final frame shootout in the final of this year's RocketPhones.com UK Seniors Championship. Just something tells me we could go all the way. Making sure he gets the angle right into the middle pocket. He'll finish on choice of pink or black, you would feel.
Seven.
Pink will do nicely.
Yeah, his cue ball control in this frame has been top draw.
Yeah, it is amazing what you were saying, Johnny. He looks unbeatable at times, and then all of a sudden he misses an easy one.
Amazing. Just looking for a red and a colour to leave Jimmy White needing snookers. And
40.
More importantly, to level the match. So 47 points to lead now, with just 43 remaining.
21. Twenty-two.
Doesn't really matter about the black. Jimmy, I'm sure, will stay in his seat. He has conceded, so he's done what he needed to do, Michael Judge. He's won the first frame after the mid-session interval. We're all square. It's 2 frames each.
The World Snooker Champion.
Thank you, frame 5. Thank you, Judge Tibbett.
welcome back. You join us. Jimmy White played a poor safety shot, and Michael Judge went for a plant, which didn't look too difficult. Missed it and left Jimmy in around the black spot area, which at this level is a very dangerous thing to do. So it's 2 reds and this is a second black. This is the plant that Michael went for. It didn't look too difficult to me, I'll be honest with you. But he missed it and left Jimmy in amongst the balls. Jimmy will be a little bit disappointed there. He's not got the right angle on the blue, but there are reds sticking out on either side of the bunch so that he can play on. In fact, he had a slight angle.
22.
Straighter on this red would have been ideal, but he's down quick, so he's happy enough.
22.
I think this is where Jimmy's experience comes into play. He showed it against Rory McLeod. I mean, 2-1 down. Finished the match with a 90 plus and a century break. But this hasn't worked out for him. He really went all out there for a good split and didn't quite get, just hit the one red full ball, which didn't let it travel too far. Still thought he might have been on one. Sometimes you stand there, you think, John, oh, I should have been on a red.
Yeah, I'm not certain about the choice of shot. There was an end red. If he could have got a cannon on that, he'd have left himself onto the corner.
Hey,
he's playing this to the middle.
Wow, what a shot this would be.
Playing it to the middle. And it's there, and he's on the black. Great shot.
Always been a terrific shot maker, Jimmy White. I mean, this was a beauty. He knew he was cannon the other red, but he calculated that he could finish on the black.
39.
See how low he cues to the cloth there, and then when he delivers the cue, he just comes up a bit. I think it's to make sure that he centers the ball and doesn't get a little bit of unwanted side on it.
He's always done it, Dennis. He's always done it. It's just, I don't know. It's like keeping the cue out of the way so he can see all of the white, if you like, you know. But obviously, when he's playing run-throughs or stun shots, he lifts the cue at the last minute. I think that's what happens sometimes if he puts a quick one in and he doesn't have time to get the cue up as far up the white as he needs.
46.
And that's why sometimes under pressure he has a tendency to underhit one.
Yeah.
Made that nicely. Just asking for the cue ball to be clean. Maybe he thought he had a slightly heavy contact, but he's okay on this red. Well, he's going to play the one with the rest. Doesn't have to do much, just drop it in. He's bound to be on the black.
It's not taking him all that long to more or less clinch the frame. He's not that many pots away from securing it here and going 3-2 up.
One.
So he's looking for this black and one more red. This black would put him 69 points in front, but there's still 75 remaining. And he's got to play a precise positional shot. He's not perfect on this black. Bit more of an angle. He'd been able to manoeuvre the cue ball better. So it's not a formality to get on the frame clinching red here. What is he on? The red closest to the cue ball. He could play it to the far left corner. And the only reason I suggest that is because it's only the red he needs.
Yep, that would be the shot for me. Get a good cue ball and just try the difficult pot up into the corner. Doesn't have to get position. It's all about the red. If he knocks this in, 70 in front with 67 remaining. So that's his choice, this to secure the frame.
Jimmy White, 69.
Good cue ball there from Michael. Well, Jimmy was playing that, and we have noticed, and we noticed it a few times, that when you're going up towards that balk end, it just seems to be a bit of a drift, and Jimmy didn't allow for it. Yeah, ideally, Michael needs high-value colours. He's just about on the brown, but he came to the table 69 points behind, 75 remaining, and that 75 would have been reds blacks. So he's going to lose 3 points here, because red-brown, of course, is only 5 points, not 8. Well, that just ran and ran, as we've seen so many times. Hampered on the one to the corner, but because he doesn't have to do much with the cue ball, you wouldn't fancy him missing it. Big frame this, of course, now with Jimmy White just one pot away from winning it. And of course the winner of this frame gets within one frame of the title. So what a steal this could be.
Played that well. And I think 2 reds are okay. I would think one of them would be available into the left middle pocket. That's what he's looking at now, just to see if he got in behind those 2.
Yeah, 56 points of difference now. Possible 59 remaining. He really needs to be concentrating on the high-value colours here. He's not got a lot of points to play with.
Don't think he can get on the 2 reds now. He might have to play up for the 1 to the left of the yellow. And then he's got to get back up to the high scoring end of the table. Well, he could play the cannon. It didn't look as if he got an angle to do that, but it was there. And now he can concentrate on getting on the black.
20.
So that was a good positional shot previously that he played, John.
Yes, 49 points behind, 51 remaining. And that struggled in. And I think because he struggled in, he's not perfect on this black. Well, he's getting down quick, which is usually a sign that he's happy with the position. Just got enough room to run round off 2 cushions. Or just 1 cushion and play the red to the middle. So if he gets the black
28
off this red, off the red in the balk end, he's going to need at least the blue.
29.
40 points of difference. Pot the black. Got 33 points behind with 35 remaining.
This is not a bad angle. He can swing this around and get on pink or black. Just looking at the scoreboard.
Well, just looking again, he needs the pink. 33 behind, he needs the red and the pink. Or black. Blue wouldn't be enough.
47.
The blue will only be able to tie. He's just about on the pink.
This is the key shot, you'd have to say. If he gets this right, great chance. And what a steal this would be. He didn't play down that side of the blue. He wanted to go down the other side.
43.
So the 6 remaining colours to win the frame by 1 point.
That's going to be a tricky one. And he's faced with another tricky one. This is the one Jimmy's just playing the safety shot, but we know the white drifts to the right as it heads down the table, and that's exactly what happened there. But got a bit of work to do with this to get nicely on the blue. No. The previous shot, he's played that with lots of side to get on the blue.
Thank you, Judge. 48.
In the end, he got too much on it, and it makes the putt so much more difficult when you're playing with side.
Yep. And Jimmy White now needs the brown, and he'll be mighty relieved if he can knock this in. Not there. But he didn't fully commit. I don't blame him for that. He's certainly got a good cue ball should the brown not go in. You can clearly see the brown, but you can't play the cross double, which you'd normally like to. So if you're playing the brown up and down, I think you can avoid the double kiss, but got to be careful. He didn't send it towards his right corner pocket. Got to be careful you don't send it to the right corner pocket. Is it going in?
It's
Is
in.
the brown going in?
Oh no, it's not. Is he snookered? Does he have to swerve it? Does he have to swerve it?
Well, I'll tell you what, if he has to, and he comes off the right-hand side cushion, oh no, swerve the other way. You wouldn't fancy him missing this. But don't swerve it too much. Didn't swerve it enough. Can you believe what's going to happen next?
Not easy to control the cue ball when the brown's so close to the pocket. Needs to pull up. It's going to be the wrong side of the blue, so he's going to have to go in and out of the baulk area to get onto the pink. Doesn't want it to be an in-off.
Still needs blue, pink and black, and it still would be an unbelievable steal.
Just noticed, John, I thought the blue was on its spot. It's just off the spot, which makes it slightly more difficult. Playing ball, it looks as if the in-off might be on. Oh, he played that well. To force it in at that pace. What a shot he's played here.
Every credit, but still needs pink and black. Well, this is Michael Judge showing an awful lot of courage. He was 69 points behind in this frame. This black for a steal. And in it goes.
22.
Well, he needed 2 bites of the cherry there to win that frame, but he now goes ahead. And he's just 1 frame away from winning the RocketPhones.com UK Seniors Championship. He leads Jimmy White 3 frames to 2.
Embassy World Snooker Champion.
Thank you. Frame 6. Jimmy White to break. Settle down, please.
Well, he's played that shot. He must have known he's going to leave a possible red to the left middle. He's tempting Jimmy to take it on. And of course,
One.
Welcome back has rejoined Michael Judge at the table.
14. 15.
Didn't miss too many shots, but this was the one that was a very tricky one. He tried in the middle pocket, white in the jaws, and didn't quite make it, and that left Michael in with the chance. How many is he going to make from that chance? Because the two reds near the black, if he can get nicely on one, he can then free the black. Needs to keep on running, and that's about perfect. Even straight on this red, he leaves the black for the other corner, and then he can get the one to the left out of the way in 2 shots time. What a chance. It was the darling of
21.
Dublin, Ken Doherty, that lifted this title last year. He hasn't been here this year because he's back on the main tour, won enough money and points to remain on the tour. And wouldn't it be ironic that another player from Dublin won this RocketPhones.com UK Seniors title?
He's played that cannon. Well, he'll get a rub off the second red, so he could finish up back on the black here. Oh, he's played it much too high. You don't have to play it that hard. Oh, and if he's on the pink to the middle, you cannot believe it. I think he's on the pink to the middle. Unbelievable.
He's a bit close to the pink. Sometimes they're not that easy to judge. We'll know if it's in before he does. Yeah. What a result he had there, because he mishit his positional shot completely, and all of a sudden the pink was there for the taking. Well, back to the shot of the championship. This might be the last frame. That was John Parrott's great snooker behind the brown.
Thank you. 35. 36.
Right in the jaws of the pocket, Rodney Goggins pulled off a fabulous pot.
Just having a look here whether it's value in playing the cannon. He's just a bit thin on the blue. He could play for the red just left of the black, but going for the cannon, he'll open everything up. He's played it very tentatively. He's okay. Oh, and here's a Rory McLeod shot that was a contender. Pot the red, deep screw, playing a shot for nothing. The red went in. Good cueing.
Yeah, it was a tough choice to pick a winner in the last two. I mean, this was unbelievable under the circumstances, because he'd ran out of position, played a good pink, but we're going to give the winning shot to a pot and to develop. And meanwhile, Michael has got himself snookered behind the green.
when he was flying along and looked like he was going to go on and make a
He's put his hand
break.
up. He's put his hand up and apologised to Jimmy, so I assume he can get through to this red.
Oh, it looks like a snooker from where we are.
No, I know he's put his hand up. He can get through to it.
48.
Well, when things like that happen, sometimes your name's on the trophy, and what a win this would be for Michael Judge, because he's had the two highest breaks, John, 114 and 111, and at times he's looked like a world beater.
Yeah, sometimes the balls can help you. Oh, by the way, this is the what has been picked as the shot of the championship. Red along the cushion, knocking the other red out.
I think he went on to take that frame, kept him in the championship.
$54.
He's out of position, is he?
Yeah, he's just finding it hard now. The winning line's looming, and he's struggling. He was looking beyond the red in the middle, and of course we can arc back to when he found himself on the pink to the left middle, which was, well, that was a stroke of luck. But you get the run of the ball, you got to take it. You cannot quickly go the other way. We'll be trying to put this yellow up the side cushion in a safe position.
54.
So 54. The lead, tap on the table from Jimmy, which is very sporting. 54 points behind, a possible 75 remaining. And I think there's only one red that Jimmy can get to, and that's the red on the left-hand side of the table. He may have to take it on. It's all or nothing now.
Is there one more twist in this final? No, that could be Jimmy's last shot in this year's championship. He's dominated the seniors tour this season. He'd be gracious in defeat, but he's not out of it yet. A few more pots needed.
One.
And he's played that very calmly indeed. Very popular player as Michael he was when he was on the main tour. Still not over the winning line yet. 62 in front. Possible 67 remaining. He's finished awkward. Don't know if one of those two reds to the left of your screen cuts back into the corner. It's a very, very thin one. He only needs the red. 62 in front, just needs the one red. Big cut coming up. No.
Michael Judge. 8.
Wow.
Go on, Jimmy. Go on, Jimmy. Go on, Jimmy.
It's a big ask for Jimmy White.
Thank you.
Yeah, last chance saloon, and knowing Jimmy as I do, he's going to go out having a go at this, and it's got to go in. Not there. And now here's the red to go 63 points in front with just 59 remaining.
One.
Well, it's hard to describe how Michael Judge will be feeling at the moment. He's still smiling away. He's looking at the scoreboard. It's a thin snick on the black. Make sure the white doesn't go near a pocket. He's not even going to take the pot on. Pushing the black safe.
Michael Judge. 1.
So
This terrific audience at the Bonus Arena have been treated to some marvellous snooker in this final this evening. Unbelievable start, a century from either player, and then a terrific tactical third frame that Jimmy White won. But Michael Judge has come storming back. Yeah, we've enjoyed our couple of days here in Hull. It's been fantastic. Even the morning sessions at 10 o'clock, and people have turned out to support it. Is this the handshake coming up?
Yeah.
Just has to drop the red in. And he'll be 64 in front with just 51 remaining. He's knocked out the former 7 times world champion Stephen Hendry.
Thank you.
Jimmy White's a very, very popular player all over the world, but I'll tell you what, you can't take anything away from this very popular Irishman here, and Jimmy will be the first to come forward and congratulate Michael Judge here. Yeah, that seals the deal, and he'll be pretty good inside. Nothing like he throws the towel in, does Jimmy White, and he congratulates Michael Judge.
Thanks, Jimmy.
What a win for the popular Irishman. Look at that. He goes on to defeat the current world senior snooker champion, and it's Michael Judge, who is the RocketPhones.com UK snooker champion.
Yeah, he played fantastic. You know, I played okay, I missed a couple, but he played fantastic from the start to finish. Every credit and well done to him.
Okay, as usual, great words from Jimmy the Whirlwind White. Michael, what can I say? When Jimmy came out and made that 100 break in the first frame, what was you thinking?
I was just thinking to myself, I'd just try and make this respectable. You know, the way he started and the way I finished my semi-final match, I thought this could be embarrassing, but I just decided to just, you know, speed up my cueing and try and play a bit more positive and, you know, go for my shots, and it just kind of clicked.
It certainly did, yeah. And the fifth frame, that was a tremendous frame, 69-0 behind.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I knew I had to play like that to beat Jimmy, because he's just class. He's a great, great player. He always has been. He always will be. And it's like, to beat him now in this final is the best win of my career ever.
And I know it's going to be a special moment because you've got a young son, Troy, who's a year old in the next week or so, is it?
Yeah, absolutely. He'll be 1 on the 2nd of November. So he was a bit of a surprise when he came along, you know. But yeah, he's got me getting up early in the mornings now, so getting me a bit fitter, and yeah, it's great. Just like to thank everybody back home, all my family, friends, everyone that supported me throughout and sent me texts all through the match, and, you know, wish me the best of luck. I haven't responded to anybody because I just wanted to keep my mind on this and win it, and I'll respond to everybody now when I get a chance, tomorrow when I'm hungover.
You couldn't meet a nicer guy, and what a tremendous performance. Your winner, Michael Judge.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome your presentation party. From Rocket Phones, James Kendrick, the Lord Mayor of Hull, Councillor Steve Wilson, the General Manager of the Bonus Arena, Daniel Harris, and from Tradewell Snooker Club, Anthony Tonovich. First, we come to our shot of the championship. This was decided by John Virgo, Dennis Taylor and Willie Thorne, and their choice was the red in the final frame of Stephen Hendry. He wins £1,000 courtesy of Tradewell Snooker Centre. To accept this on his behalf, his partner, Lauren Thundo. Now we move on to the high break. The winner of the high break receives a bespoke watch from Chamberlain1875.com, a break of 111, Mr. Michael Judge. And now receiving the silver medal from the Lord Mayor, the whirlwind of London town, Jimmy White. And now, receiving the gold medal, the RocketPhones.com United Kingdom Senior Snooker Trophy, from Dublin, Michael Judge. The trophy, Michael. Ladies and gentlemen, your champion for 2019, Michael Judge.
Well, I hope you enjoyed the last couple of days. Some fabulous snooker and a very popular winner in Michael Judge. I hope you enjoyed the snooker. We look forward to your company for the next one. Good night. God bless.